I hate this history assignment we have to do. It's too long, and history happened a long time ago anyway.
You're right. 1,000 words on something no one remembers. I'm not sure I even know 1,000 words.
Well, I like it. All you guys laughed when I got that job at the museum.
Ah, we didn't laugh at you, sweetie. We made fun of you. The other guys were the ones laughing.
Joke all you want. But I will be able to write my report using museum artifacts, interviews with real historians, everything. I am sure to get an A.
Gee, sweetie, maybe we could do our reports together and both get A's.
I don't know. Mr. Johnson probably wants everyone to do their own work.
But Johnny, just think how much fun it would be for me to come over to your room to work on our project. And educational too. Please, Johnny, it could
But
be
Mr.
fun.
Johnson might not allow.
Johnny, I bet you can talk Mr. Johnson into it. Right, Johnny? Sweetie?
Look at Kristi. Get her flirt on.
John, you are so whipped.
I am not whipped. Right, Chris?
No, of course not. Would you like to be whipped?
No. What? No. And Chad, you should talk. Mary wraps you around her finger like a wet noodle.
That's not true. Mary and I respect one another, right, Mary?
Sure, honey. You know, if you give me $10 I'll be very happy. Please.
Sure. Just a sec. There you go.
But this is only $5. And I wanted 10.
That's all I've got. Don't cry. I'll get the rest. Just wait here. Oh, I see what's going on. You think Mary can control me with a few fake tears. Well, you're wrong.
I really wanted $10. You just hate me. Right?
What? No, don't do that. I'll be right back.
That's an easy $10.
It's almost too easy.
You girls would make great criminals.
Not us. We're good girls. Right, Mary?
Well,
Speaking of criminals, why is Mrs. Bell leading that policeman over here?
What?
honest, I had nothing to do with it.
To do with what, Mary?
Well. Good morning, Principal Bell.
Good morning,
Principal
Mrs. Bell.
Good morning, students. This is Officer Reynolds from the City Police. He would like to talk with you.
Is your name John Hardy?
Yes, sir.
Do you currently work at the museum?
Only afternoons and weekends.
Did you work on the King Farouk exhibit?
Yes, I helped unbox and clean some of the artifacts. Why?
There are some pieces missing. The curator suspects robbery. I want you to come
John
with me.
doesn't
You can't
steal.
suspect me.
John
I
would
didn't
never
take
steal
anything.
You can
anything.
explain it to the detectives down at the station. Please, come with me.
I should call my parents.
Your parents have been notified. Now, let's go.
John, it'll be okay. Go with the officer.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll come and see you as soon as I can. We're all behind you. Poor John. I know he's innocent. He'll be okay. Won't he, Mrs. Bell?
Kristi, John is a good boy. Certainly no thief. So don't worry, the authorities will sort everything out. John will be fine.
Thank you, Mrs. Bell.
Okay. I've got to get back to my office, and I'm sure you girls have classes, so don't worry too much, and come to me if you need to talk. Bye.
Bye, and thanks
Bye.
again. Oh look, Chad's back.
What was Principal Bell talking to you about? And where's John?
The police came and took him away.
The police did what?
There was a robbery at the museum. They're questioning John about it.
What are we going to do?
He needs a good detective. Do you know where we could find one?
I've never even met a detective.
Let me think. I got it. Meet me at the police station in half an hour.
I wonder what she has in mind.
We're probably better off not knowing.
Hey Chad, been waiting long?
No, just a couple of minutes.
Have you seen Mary?
She'll be along soon. I hope.
I wonder what she has cooked up.
It scares me to think about it.
Oh, here she comes now. What is she wearing?
Hi guys. Mary Ford, girl detective. At your service.
Have you been watching Nancy Drew on TV again?
Maybe.
You know, wearing a suit and a Sherlock Holmes hat doesn't make you a detective.
I also have a spyglass.
That is called a magnifying glass, not a spyglass.
Tomato, tomato.
Come on, let's go inside. Oh, look, there's John's mom.
What can I do for you, young lady?
Mary Ford, girl detective. I'd like to see the file on the museum heist. Please, get it for me.
No.
Hello, Mrs. Hardy.
Oh, hi Christy. It's nice that you came. Johnny needs our support. Hi Chad.
Hi, Mrs. Hardy.
Hello, Mrs. Hardy.
Hi Mary. Isn't that a new look for you?
It's my, Mary Ford, girl detective look.
Oh, Mary, have you been reading those Nancy Drew books?
No disrespect, Mrs. Hardy, but Nancy Drew is a TV show, not a book.
But Mary,
How is John doing? Have they let you see him?
Did they haul him off to some room so they could beat him with a rubber hose?
of course not. In fact, he is right over there talking to the detective. I hope they let John go pretty soon. They have been questioning him such a long time. I've asked the desk sergeant, but he is no help at all.
I'll go talk to him. Policemen communicate better with detectives.
Does she know what she's doing?
I don't think
She
so.
hasn't got a clue.
Mary Ford,
Girl detective. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me when John Hardy will be released?
Yes, I can.
Will you tell me when John will be released?
No.
Hi, Mom.
Oh Johnny, sweetie. You're free? Wait. Mama's coming, son. Oh my poor baby.
Mom. Please. Not in front of the guys.
Sorry baby, I was just so worried about you.
Mom.
Mrs. Hardy, your son is free to go, but make sure he doesn't leave the jurisdiction. We may have more questions for him.
Yes sir. Okay everybody, how about you all come with us to our house? I'll make you snacks.
I
That
could use a
sounds
bite.
great.
Hey Mom, who's that knocking at the door?
I don't know.
Hello, I am Dr. Ahmed Bostros of the Egyptian Antiquities Bureau. Here is my card. I would like to speak with John Hardy.
John has spent the day being grilled by policemen. He needs his rest. Come back tomorrow.
I am not with the police, I am not investigating any crime. In fact, I don't think a crime has been committed. I won't take much of his time, and it is very important that he hear what I need to tell him.
Okay. You have 15 minutes.
Mr. Hardy, I am Dr. Bostros, I work with the Egyptian Antiquities Bureau. Were you involved with setting up the King Farouk exhibit?
Please call me John. If by involved you mean unloading some crates, cleaning some artifacts, things like that, then yes, I was involved.
Did you handle a piece known as the Nephthys cat?
I unboxed it and cleaned it up.
Then what I have to tell you is vital and not to be taken lightly. King Farouk had a daughter he loved very much. Her name was Princess Nephthys. The princess had a cat she considered her best friend, companion and protector. In the kingdom there was a man that loved the princess and wanted to marry her. Loved her not only for her beauty, but for the power he would have being a member of the royal family. But the princess ignored him in favor of her cat. Jealousy drove the man to hate the cat, and in a rare moment when the princess and cat were separated, he killed the cat. The princess was devastated. She went into a deep depression. King Farouk tried everything to lift her out of this depression. He executed the killer in the most terrible way. He offered the princess gems and treasures. Even an offer of a new cat didn't help. Then he had the palace artisans sculpt a statue of the beloved cat. The princess was elated. She loved the statue. The king was so happy that he declared a holiday, and called for days of celebration. But the princess didn't merely love the statue, but obsessed upon it. She was determined that no one would ever take it from her, like they took her beloved cat. The princess bade help from the witches of Isis. These sorceresses danced, and conjured a strong spell of protection. The princess's bodyguard was bound to the statue to enforce the spell. Since then, anyone even touching the statue, without the princess's permission, has been lost to eternity.
Wow, is all that true?
It must be true. Who could make up a story like that?
I mean, no disrespect, Professor, but I am very skeptical when it comes to ancient curses, the undead, and all that.
A scholar must be blessed with healthy skepticism, but even my skepticism dissolved when confronted with evidence.
What evidence?
Since excavating the tomb, 6 workers have gone missing. All of those workers held the Nephthys cat.
Couldn't it just be coincidence?
Each time the statue was found in the missing workers' quarters. The phenomenon is not mere coincidence.
Okay, Dr. Bostros, the children have endured a day of police questioning, and now ghost stories. Would you be so kind, and say your goodbyes?
Yes, of course, madam. John, if you have any questions or fears, please call me.
Excuse me, Professor. Is there a way to break the curse?
It is said to break the curse, the Guardian must be defeated in single combat.
I can handle that.
That is a task for a very strong man, not a sweet young lady like you.
She ain't that sweet. Girls always have posters of rock stars in their bedrooms. You boys always have sports players. John, who is this guy?
That's Nikola Tesla.
Who does he play for?
He's a physicist.
You mean like the Kansas City physicists?
John, what is this?
What the fuck? That's it. That's the Nephthys statue. How did it get here?
Hey!
How did this thing get here?
That's a good question. And you should be the one with the answer.
Me. I don't know how it got here. Honest.
I know exactly how it got here.
You do? What's your theory?
Yes. Using my spyglass.
You mean magnifying glass?
Whatever. I found these cat paw prints. Proving your cat dragged the statue in through the open window. Case closed.
I see 2 things wrong with your conclusions.
Like what?
No common house cat could drag an item that big. And I don't have a cat.
Mary, what you looking at?
Looking for fingerprints, DNA. You know, clues.
What you gonna do if you find any?
Send them to the lab.
What lab is that?
You know the detective lab.
How you gonna get the clues to the lab?
John, what you doing?
Calling the police. They can come and pick this thing up, and we'll be done with it.
That may not be a very good idea.
Why not?
The police are going to assume you brought the statue here. They'll arrest you.
I think she's right, John.
I could tell them. Or I could show them. What can I tell them?
You could tell them someone planted it. Or that the cat drug it in.
And they would throw you in jail.
Or you could tell them it got here because of an ancient Egyptian curse.
And then they would lock you in the loony bin.
Okay, so what should I do? You mean
I mean, just pick it up. Take it to the museum. Let them find it tomorrow morning.
That's a great idea.
We're going to need a cart, or a wagon, or something to move this. It weighs a ton.
It's not so much. Don't worry, Kristi and I can handle it.
Okay. Does everyone?
Wait, I have a question.
What is it?
Why hasn't the guardian, or genie, or whatever it is, appeared yet?
Maybe because there is no such thing.
Maybe the guardian waits until his victim is alone before he strikes.
Mary, that is brilliant. We won't let anyone alone with the statue. Mary, you and Chad go get ready. I'll stay here with John.
You and John alone in his room? Ooh la la.
Mary, you have a dirty mind.
That's right. So I'll expect details later.
There will be no details. At least none that I'll share. When Mary and Chad are ready, I'll go home and change. We'll all meet and go to the museum around 10.
You can set it down right here.
Okie doke. Hey Chad, what happened to Mary?
She said she had to stop by her house to get some things.
I hope it isn't more detective equipment.
Oh, here she is now.
Hi guys. Did I miss anything?
What are you wearing?
Just a cat suit for exploring tombs.
Looks more like a bat suit, and I'd like to explore it.
You are a pervert.
You betcha.
EU.
Well, I think it looks great on you. Although I also think you may be watching too much TV.
John, is that the princess's casket?
It's called a sarcophagus, and yes, the princess is interred in it.
Is she in there?
Yes, sir.
Can I take a look?
No. Don't even touch it. In fact, I think we should leave now.
Party pooper.
What
Who
was that?
Somebody better not be playing a joke.
Who disturbs me?
That's coming from the sarcophagus.
John, is that the princess?
No. It can't be.
You said she's in the casket.
Sarcophagus.
Whatever.
Her mummified remains are in there, not something with a voice. I think someone is playing a joke on us.
Well, it ain't funny.
Who disturbs me?
It
You.
can't be.
You will come
I
and
can't
be
believe it.
my slave.
Go
I
for
won't
it,
believe
John. She is pretty hot. For a 4,000-year-old dead girl.
You, dead girl. Stop trying to scare my boyfriend.
Kneel when you talk to me, peasant.
I'll kneel on your chest while I'm beating the afterlife out of you.
How dare you threaten me, wench? Gato. Arise.
What the? Whoa.
I think it's time for plan B.
What's plan B?
Running away.
Do you think he's going to run away?
Gato. Smash the witch.
Yes, my liege.
Peasant, wench, now witch. She can't make up her mind what I am.
At least she hasn't used the B word.
Hey big guy, do you always take orders from that spoiled brat?
Wow.
Are you okay? There's still time for plan B.
No problem. Just a lucky punch.
Not very lucky for you.
Time to show that big ape what I got. You're starting to make me mad.
That's it. I'm going to surrender to her.
You're going to dump me for some royal floozy?
No. I just don't want to see you get killed.
Don't be a dork. I'm winning this fight.
If this is winning, I'd hate to see what losing looks like.
Smash her, you fool. Kill her. No. I forbid it.
Wow, Mary, you saved my life.
You're welcome. Can we retreat now?
What for? We got this guy on the ropes now.
I wish you wouldn't use the word we.
Get up, Gato. Destroy my tormentors. Do not fail.
It's time to finish this thing.
Kristi, be careful.
Thanks, John. That's good advice.
What are you waiting for? Smite her.
Chris, squeeze the life out of him.
I'm not sure he is technically alive.
Fight her. She is just a peasant girl. She cannot defeat you.
Nice block, sweetie.
Woohoo! Get him, Kristi.
Do you want to quit, or should the beating continue?
Princess says fight you.
Do you always do what that brat says?
Yes, I must.
Your choice. Let me know if you change your mind.
Woohoo! Get him, Kristi.
That is enough.
Stop, princess.
Out of my way, peasant, or I will smite you.
You back off, and get back in your srark, whatever it is, or I'll bash you.
You will not dare strike a princess.
Wanna bet?
No.
Chad, pick up that thing. I think it has powers.
Do not touch my shifter, you infidel.
Pick it up.
But Mary, it may make the princess mad at me.
Would you rather have me be mad at you? Now, pick it up.
Wow, Chris. He's a mess. You think he's had enough?
Oh my god, I got carried away. Do you think I went too far?
You were just trying to protect me, I mean us.
I've got to learn to control myself.
Come here.
Okay, now order her back into her thing.
I'll try. Get back in your casket.
Sarcophagus.
Whatever.
Amazing. You kids have broken the Nephthys cat curse. The Egyptian government owes you 1,000 thanks.
We prefer cash.
Did you do your algebra homework?
I don't take algebra.
Yes, you do. Second period. We're in the same class.
Really?
Yes.
Is that the arithmetic that uses letters instead of numbers?
Yup.
Then no, I didn't finish it. Here comes Christie and John. Wow, we are in the presence of kids that got A's on their history report.
Kristi, have you ever got an A before?
Sure, I had plenty of A's in phys ed and of course home ec.
You got an A in home ec?
Of course not. Just kidding.
Good morning, students.
Hi,
Good
Mrs.
afternoon,
Bell,
Bell.
what a
Principal
wonderful
Bell.
surprise.
Christie, John, I read your history report on the Egyptian pharaohs. It well deserved the A you got on it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Bell.
Thank you, Principal Bell.
Because of your knowledge of Egypt, I have a favor to ask all of you.
Sure,
Okay.
we're happy to help.
Yeah, we can do a favor for
What we
you.
gotta do?
There's a new student I'd like you to show around. Oh, here she is now. She is an exchange student from Egypt, and her name is Nissi.
Hello, it is very nice to meet you. Sir we will all become great friends. Is not that correct, Gato?